Yo, yo, what's up, vlog? Long time no see. Wanted to hop on here today to talk about why I do not think I could work a 9 to 5 much longer. Now, for the job that I've been at, this is my 6th year with them. For my first like 3 years, I was, strictly an operator. And then my fourth, fifth, and sixth, I've been in leadership position. And for this year and the past year, it's been officially supervisor position. And to be honest, I don't really know if I can do it much longer. Now, when I was an operator, my quality of life was so much fucking higher. Like, get to work, you know, it's I've never loved work, but back when I was an operator, it was acceptable to me and I could do it without, wanting to fucking commit suicide in GTA, of course. And back then that was good. I fucking take that. I know that you can't fucking, love your job, but if it's at least acceptable, okay, I could fucking do that. But ever since I, stepped up into the leadership position, which kind of did get forced on me, but I'm fine with that because I've learned lots over these past fucking 2 to 3 years. But back in the operating days, I was a lot fucking happier, man. And that stress of just the stress of leadership is pretty fucking nuts. And especially for a young guy, that's it's quite a bit. And think when you go to work, every day, and you're dealing with people issues, equipment issues, operational issues, not being able to meet quotas, fucking going over budget, all the stress of all of that shit, I do not think is worth it for the fucking few extra dollars you get over being an operator. Now, back before I went into that leadership position, I was like, holy shit, yeah, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get a fucking pay rise. Oh, I'm gonna end up getting a company truck, you know, get a little more freedom on the job type thing. But fuck was I wrong, bro. That is fucking wrong. As soon as I took that leadership shit, I don't know, I regretted it pretty fucking fast. But let me stick it out, 1 year, let me try stick it out the next year. But when you have that stress every day, and that anxiety every day of problems happening and having to solve them, and having to fucking game plan new shit because this one thing isn't working right here, and all of that, I think the stress is too much. And I truly believe that if it was for my own company, my own business, well, I'd put all the fucking hours in I could to make it work because that's mine. But right now, what I'm doing is I'm giving 8 to fucking 15 hours of my time a day to build somebody else's dream, which I cannot fucking justify doing that, man. Like, if I'm gonna work that hard for you, imagine how hard I could work for myself. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. Um, Not sure how much longer I'll be able to do it. I'm gonna see if I can make it through this season, and then see if I can build up, another guy to take my position so I can fuck off. And then hopefully I want to upload consistent as I can to this YouTube, excuse me, so that hopefully I can achieve monetization within the future, make money off of this, and finally escape that fucking 9 to 5. Because I truly, bro, people like me, I don't think we're meant to work for somebody else. And even a few of my friends, I know they feel the same way as me, feel trapped at the job. You don't have freedom. You don't have the authority to do what you want when you want. And then, well, especially with the fucking cost of living and fuel prices right now, you wouldn't be able to quit your job because you need steady money coming in, or you're not going to be able to afford groceries. Like, for example, I eat, ground beef every day. And the packs of ground beef that I would buy it used to be an average around $25. Now the same beef pack that cost $25 now can cost up to $45. And I go through one of these packs a day. So, I mean, if I wasn't working, bro, just the fucking food shit would be killing my goddamn stockpile of money. And for a lot of people in the universe, bro, these guys are truly living paycheck to paycheck. And they have debt. So how the fuck is a person like that supposed to survive without a job? You know what I mean? And also, never ever tell your employer your financial position. So, for example, here, there's one of our guys at work who truly, like, this guy lives paycheck to paycheck and it will constantly be in debt for the rest of his fucking life. Now, he had told me his financial situation. Now, if I was a fucking, a shitty person, I could tell him to do the most fucking dirtiest of work, work him hard as shit, because I know that this guy is trapped and he's not going to be able to leave. So that's one reason you never tell your boss your financial situation, because if they're a fucking, they could take advantage of that and just run you dry, and you can't do shit because you need the money. Just a little fucking, little tip to throw in there. Don't do that. But yeah, no, I'd like to fucking make this work. Not exactly sure what type of content I'd make. Maybe I just do fucking videos like this, running stories on, maybe leadership, what it takes to be a leader. Are you capable of being a leader? Whatever the fuck. I can figure out what content it'll be, but 9 to 5 is not the way. So, thank you all for watching. Y'all see this fucking drink right here? Not sponsored, but Rise Root Beer Float. The fucking best drink I've ever had in my life. So I recommend you fucking try one of these out. But you made it this far. I appreciate it. I'll see y'all later.